James Otis, Jr., 1725 to 1783, was a leading critic of British colonial policies. In a speech in 1761, he had opposed British officials' searches and seizures of colonists' property by declaring that a man's house is his castle. He broadened his arguments from that speech in a pamphlet, published in 1764, Rights of the British Colonies Asserted and Proved. Otis, of Boston, was a lawyer, activist, and legislator in the Massachusetts Bay Colony. He was a mentor to Samuel Adams, and his oratorical style inspired John Adams. Otis was born in West Barnstable, Massachusetts. He was the second of 13 children and the first to survive infancy. He had a strained relationship with his father, Colonel James Otis, Sr., who was a prominent lawyer and militia officer. His sister Mercy and his brothers Joseph and Samuel were leaders during the American Revolution. Mercy was an American activist, poet, playwright, and pamphleteer during the American Revolution, and married to James Warren. James and Mercy Warren both were leaders in the Revolution and close friends of John Adams. Before the Revolution, Mercy published poems and plays that attacked royal authority in Massachusetts. In 1755, Otis married Ruth Cunningham, a merchant's daughter and heiress to a large fortune. James and Ruth had different political views, but they were devoted to each other. They had 3 children. One daughter married a British officer, and another daughter married the son of General Benjamin Lincoln of the Continental Army. Otis would have become a significant figure in American politics during and after the Revolution had he not suffered from progressive mental illness. His erratic behavior increased through the 1760s. In 1769 he received a large cut on the head due to a blow from British tax collector, John Robinson, at the British Coffee House. This severe wound seemed to increase the progression of his illness. He could no longer continue his work. By the end of the decade, Otis's public life largely came to an end, though he was able to do occasional legal practice during times of clarity. By 1771 he was no longer capable of sustaining his legal practice or leadership of the independence movement. Still, Samuel Adams did what he could to maintain Otis' position in the movement, though only in name. Near the end of his life, Otis burned the majority of his papers without explanation. In 1783, Otis died after being struck by lightning while watching a thunderstorm from the doorway of a friend's home.